Hey, what's up guys? It's Bye here with another Rise of Kingdoms video. So yesterday, we had someone trying to steal top number one Mightiest governor event in 1860. And this is not the first time someone trying to do it in my kingdom. Um, and I am pretty sure it also happened in other kingdoms with very low score fixed Mightiest governor event as well. It is a risk that associate with running a fixed Mightiest governor event. So today I want to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Uh, is it worth it for someone to steal a Mightiest governor event and then try to migrate away? And what are some of the things a kingdom must do to prevent top spot being stolen by someone in your kingdom? So let's first look at the mail here, right? So this is the most recent updated mail for the top Mightiest governor event list. So we got X-Max supposed to be at number 1 at 49 millions, Claro 48.5, 48 million here, 47.5. So usually 1860 top winner is only at 27, 28 million poi. But because we got someone recently migrated in with 27 million points, so we actually raised the point up here by a little bit here. So for this time, the point actually higher than the previous Mightiest governor event. So we got top here, right? 1 supposed to X mark, 2 supposed to be Claro, and 3 supposed to JB, and so on and so on. So let's check out the actual Mightiest governor event winner list here. So at rank number 1, we got X Max still. He was still able to maintain the number 1. But at number 2, we got General Demir here. This guy. So this guy, he tried to steal the number 1 Mightiest governor event spot yesterday. And like when he trying to do it. So I have the clip here. When that happened. So that was like 7 minutes before the Mightiest governor event end here. At this time, right? So this is when what here? So the guy, right? He started to pushing a lot of points using troop training. He bubble up. And let's look at the Mightiest governor event right now. So we got X-Mac at 79 million, and he was at 60 million. So at this point, X-Mac and Claro was not online, right? So the only way for us to help them to maintain the number 1 spot is to kill off our troop to their city. So a lot of people were using their farmer cows to help X-Mac and Claro to maintain the point. Unfortunately, right? So like the top number 1 was not online, right? The top number 1, number 2, number 3, it was not online. That was unfortunate. So I don't know. This guy probably trying to, I don't know what this guy was trying to do. Maybe trying to pick up a rune or something for troop training. We got Dark Tokyo here coming over to help out. So that this guy cannot coming outside. So let's go a little bit here. Speeding up a little. Okay, here so we have a whole bunch of players from DN1, either using their farm or like Uncle Zero, even using his mana cow to suicide troop into Claro City and X-Max City. I don't know, I got like a mixed feeling here about like what should be done here. So like, is it worth it to maintain like kill off your own troops on some guy's city here to maintain top number 1, number 2 spots? Maybe using farmer cows may be worth it, but I honestly maybe not the best thing to use your main troop on your mana cow. So another thing is that like we did not know how far can that guy push, but a lot of people in DN1 still are trying to help the top 1 and 2 player here without like any like they was not hesitating. They was not like me. I was hesitating. I was like, I don't know if this guy can still pushing a lot more points or not. So they were helping Cloud out there. Let's speeding up a little bit here. Check the point. So they are 3 minutes before 3 minutes before here, right? So 3 minutes before The Mightiest government event done. This guy pushing point again. He is now at 97 million points. So it's like a very tight race. It's a very tight race right now. As I mentioned, right, we do not know how much more points this guy can push. So this is exactly what I was worried about. Like, oh my god, we are trying to help some of the top players here, but they are not online, and we were sacrificing a lot of our troops to help these two players maintain top number 1 spot. So here now this guy is up at number 1 here with like 1 minute left. 1 minute left here. And finally someone managed to get XMAC, I don't know, 3 more million points. Finally, right? That was, man, that was so close. That was so damn close right there. Go back here again. Right. Like it was damn it was so close. Right. The last 30 seconds, right? The other guy, he could have pushed more point as well. We never know. And it was very close, right? And the end one was able to like successfully secure the top spot right there for XMAC. But the other people, they kind of like get pushed down 1 rank as well, which is unfortunate. And this is the whole idea of this video today. So we got this player right here, right? He tried to steal the number 1 spot, and then he could migrate away. But I think he did not plan out very well, and he definitely pushing a lot more power than he could afford to migrate, I think. So like as of right now, he still cannot migrate away because he gained quite a lot of power, and the only possible way for him to migrate out right now is for him to lose a lot of troops. I think he is definitely lacking a lot of passports as well. So he in trouble here, right? So now he has to live in constant fear right now of maybe his city gonna get rallied, maybe his bubble gonna go down. And the problem is doesn't matter where he's go, he can never feel safe anymore. So that is the whole point of like me making this video today, to talk about, is it worth it? Is it worth it for someone trying to steal a fixed Mightiest government event? Because this thing is definitely looked down upon by like the community, right? Someone trying to steal a Mightiest government event here. And the thing is that you have your name, you have your ID, and people can track you down, right? People can track you down wherever you go. Especially with like a small power player like this guy right here, can be like people can zero this guy easily, especially with his skill point right here. It's gonna be very tough for him to trying to migrate to any other kingdoms. And even if he migrate to any other kingdoms, right, like the people in the leadership, they talk to each other. There are like relations between kingdoms nowadays, because you never know when you gonna be allies with some of the other kingdom, right? Especially if you want to try to steal like a Mightiest government event in some of the big kingdom, right? Like other kingdom look up to those kingdom, and if you go try to migrate away, right, the leadership in, for example, 1860 right now, wherever this guy go, like the leadership in 1860 can message the other kingdom, hey, this guy stole our Mightiest god event. If you could take care of this guy, right? Like this guy now, like once you steal a Mightiest god event, you gonna get that 180 sculpture, but now you gonna have to live in constant fear of, hey, what's gonna happen, right? I might get 0 in my new kingdom as well. So is it worth it? Is it worth it to play a game and to live in constant fear? And I can tell this guy right here, he gonna get 0 sooner or later, right? Either he gonna get 0 in 1860, or he's gonna get 0 in the next kingdom he's going to migrate in, because you cannot get away from stealing a Mightiest god event. So sooner or later, it's gonna come back to you. So like in my opinion, right, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to steal a Mightiest god event. Like yes, well, you gonna get 180 sculpture, yes, but like it's not worth it to always live in that constant fear. You want to be able to enjoy the game, right? You want to be able to like go into a new kingdom and to blend in and to be able to play there without any like worry about oh my god, what if tomorrow the kingdom decide to zero me because I stole a Mightiest government event from another kingdom, right? So that is definitely something you don't want to do. I actually spent some time to think about this topic before, and well, maybe it's a good idea for like a small player to try and steal a Mightiest God event from like a kingdom with fixed Mightiest God event and run away. But now to think about it, like, actually, it's not a good idea. It is definitely not a good idea before. Definitely not a good idea to steal a Mightiest God event here. I think it's gonna affect your account in the long run. Right? Maybe you can get tempted like for like a short gain, right? Like 100 90 sculpture, right? But then in the long run, for me to be honest, it's not worth it. So with that, right? Let's talk about what a kingdom can do to prevent this kind of things happen, right? Trust me, right? Z player exits, right? Z player is a uh, barely contribute to the kingdom, but they want to win Mightiest Common event. So these players, they are everywhere. It's impossible to kind of like eliminate them, right? So this guy was at what like 50 million power, right? So we don't really care about him because he had low kill, but his power was low. So I think 1860 did not care about him too much. But because he want to win Mightiest Governor event, he pushed to 20 million power. So now he is at 77 million power now. And like with 77 million power, with 200 million kills, you definitely cannot fit in with 1860. So what some things that like a kingdom can do to make sure that this thing doesn't happen, right? So like if your kingdom running a fixed Mightiest Governor event with pretty low score, you gotta make sure that the top players, right, the top 1 to 10, at least 1 to 10, these people, they gotta understand that there is a risk in running a fixed Mightiest Governor event, and they gotta stay online until the very last minute, especially number 1, number 2, number 3, because you can win quite a lot of like sculpture there, and you are the only person that can guarantee your own spot right there. Right? If you are given a spot, you gotta be online, and you gotta be able to make like quick action right there to secure your spot, right? So like what happened yesterday in 1860 was that the top spot, it was not online, and like we tried, right? Like a lot of people, Indian ones, they try to help the top spot players, um, and right, if the people was online, right, we could have like they could have let their troop outside, and we could have swarmed their like let them swarming our marches, and they can gain points, and we don't have to suffer a lot of like dead troops. But like to give X-Mac and Claros like I don't know 50 million points yesterday, I think we did suffer. I think we did suffer quite a lot of like dead troop right there. So that is something we definitely want to avoid, right? And the only people who can makes it happen are the people in the top, right? If you are given the top Mightiest Government event, you gotta be online, right? Same thing for me last time as well. I was given the top spot for number 1 for the Attila Mightiest Government event. I gotta make sure that I am stay online to make sure that I can secure that number 1 spot. One thing is that you are given the spot, but you also have to make sure that you can secure that spot as well. You got to make sure that you had to prevent anything can happen to your spot, because that was the spot was given to you by the kingdom. So it is your responsibility, right? I think it is your responsibility as the player that was given the spot, that you got to be online to secure your spot. And I think that is probably the only thing you can do to help your kingdom secure the fixed Mightiest God event winners. And you gotta need some like people in your alliance, some friends as well, stay online with you to help you as well. So like when these kind of things happen, you can definitely use some friends to help you with gaining some kill points, right? So that is something you can do, especially nowadays with like the Mightiest God event with the extended stage number 6, where people can get troop training, right, and gain points. They don't have to kill the troop anymore, so they don't have to worry about war frenzy, right? So it is very easy for them to gain more power from troop training. So that is something that the kingdoms that running fixed Mightiest God event can had to watch out for. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys find these videos useful and helpful in some ways. Thanks for watching, guys.